And he's only 27 in his prime. Both weighing in under the weight of 175 pounds and both weighing in.
Introducing first, the fighter fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing black with camouflage trim. He weighed in at an official 174.5 pounds. In 24 pro bouts, he has 23 victories, 1 lone defeat, 6 of those victories coming by way of KO. Fighting out of Berlin, Germany, Enrico Kolling. Across the ring in the red corner, wearing black with white trim when he stepped on the scale. He registered an official weight of 176.5 pounds, and he enters the ring, an undefeated professional with 11 victories. All 11 victories coming by way of KO. Fighting out of Montreal, Canada, Artur Beterbiev.
Gentlemen, I've given you instructions in the dream fight. Listen to my commands and obey my commands. Touch them up and wait the bell. Good luck.
IBF title is on the line at 175. Again, Brian Kenny, Teddy Atlas, and Mark Kriegel here, Top Rank Boxing on ESPN.
Now, people are going to say, Teddy's fighting for the world title. What do you mean is he going to try to win? He's got to do more than that. And if he does more than that, he might get knocked out. But
doing decent work here in round 1. As you see Kolling.
That's supposed to be lane coaching.
well, Lane's a great cook.
Kolling moving forward here with some success.
Old IBF belt. Beterbiev was the mandatory. Fight Beterbiev as clickbait. What's undeniable is that retirement at the age of 33 as a rich man.
You can, Ryan. But the question, you guys are talking about a lot of different things, and I'm listening to you. But to me, the only was survival.
Early in the round, Kolling was definitely letting his hands go with those up on the ropes. Just explosive shots.
Right behind it to go in between that peekaboo guard.
Our 2 fights here tonight. Save Mart Center, Fresno, California, Brian Kenny, Teddy Atlas, and Mark Kriegel.
Get to those latter rounds.
No, because he keeps his hands in his pockets. So I don't care if he had 25 knockouts. He still wouldn't have enough because he doesn't move his hands.
I want to see how I stand against the best. And we're thinking, hey, kid, that's not how it's done around here. But that is the attitude.
Beterbiev got bothered a little bit with that left hook. A little bit behind the ear. Why surprise?
Teddy, you're being a little hard on our sportsman. Also, he's that anomaly as a fighter.
Ramsey wanted Beterbiev to vary his offense. He wants him to go downstairs, bring down that high guard, and then
gold medalist in 3 different Olympics. He used to catch you with 1 punch. Blind you with the jab, straight right hand, right down the middle. That's it.
It's all, I guess, setting things up.
Got to be a right hand right behind you, fighter.
Crowd with a smattering of boos.
He was a little surprised one was coming.
Round 4 scheduled for 12 for the IBF light heavyweight belt. Beterbiev coming in. The favorite in this fight, again, world champion. Kolling, an Olympian, but making his first trip to the U.S. And so far,
stay away from the people who suck your energy.
That's the UFC guy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if you can kick, you have a chance.
I took that one personally.
Coming over from Russia, and now getting into the public consciousness and possibly with
Godsdick. Alexander Godsdick. He's 14-0 with 12 knockouts.
If he's your best guy, how come?
And he's got a murderous straight left hand, a power punch for a southpaw. But I think that there's guys that
Dawson, but now it's up for grabs in the public consciousness. Beterbiev trying to make it happen with room 4.
Expressed any real personal animosity toward.
We'll get his claim.
He said that there were bolder and more courageous fighters in Russia than the amateurs he faced, and Kovalev apparently insulted.
Well, he said that never right.
Broken up. We're not seeing him in symphony. We're not seeing him in rhythm. We're seeing bang, 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 like that. Bang, bang.
I think
bang.
what you're saying.
But we're not, and where I want to see, you know, what Mark's talking about as far as that rhythm without the break, is I just want to see the right hand right behind the jab down the middle.
I thought at the end of the last round he began to assert his will and established a little rhythm, and then we heard the bell.
just what Beterbiev is. What I want to see him do is not break up the rhythm, the pattern of the punches. Floyd Patterson, that's what he did. Blinded him with the jab, right hand right behind him.
He tried a right hand there, Teddy, around the guard of Kolling.
Not a bad choice against a guy who goes into those earmuffs. Go around the glove.
Kolling trying with the hook, and he landed as well. As Kolling seems to have at least a decent rhythm here, firing back and then misses with a right hand. That's a decent sweat, decent rhythm.
The looping way around the glove.
Beterbiev's an awful lot of success against Enrico Kolling.
Oh, he's like Arthur Abraham, except, again, without that explosive power.
Kolling throws a right hand to the body, springs to the side to get out of danger.
Not as caveman-like as Abraham. Abraham,
I don't think that's his nature.
Punches. Of course it's not his nature. That's why he said in the first round.
But Teddy's in the fight. I mean, that's the thing. So he's
I don't think personality and temperament.
We could argue over vocabulary of a scorecard for that. So Teddy, you give every round to Artur.
Not will. He's not having his will broken. It's just a matter of he's a safe guy.
That right there, Kolling let fly 2 hooks. Missed is Beterbiev has decent defense.
They become what they become. Maybe something happened to him early in life where he became this careful guy, a more precise guy.
A group that's dedicated to finding solutions to California's water crisis. We'll talk about that, but that is a big part of why he is so ingrained in the community.
I'm seeing a guy in Kolling. I'm not taking nothing away. You want to give him a medal for coming here?
I'm not giving him a medal for coming here. That's his shot. He wanted
to lie to the audience.
I've never said he's busy.
He's not a busy guy. He's not a guy that takes chances. Yes, you are. He's not on his bicycle, but he's a guy that's not throwing enough to win rounds.
If he survives this round, however, he will have gone farther against Beterbiev than Tavares Clout.
He's a better level fighter than some of the other opponents. And one other thing, he's taking less chances than some of the other.
Let me ask you this. Evaluate Beterbiev first tonight.
First, I'm going to say this about Kolling. He's doing the title to defend against better guys where he can't be sloppy, where he's got to be controlled, and he's given him tonight, handling round after round in a consistent manner.
Should we fault him then for not taking him out earlier?
No, of course not, because the guy's not giving him those opportunities to do that.
A truly vicious division in boxing, the lawyer division.
Well, they say they still have rights to him. He says otherwise.
Here, as you guys go and enjoy a beer or soda, whatever you want, there's the right hand around the glove.
Yeah, spice it up a little bit. Fans a little disappointed with the lack of action.
Yeah. This is what he is.
Absolutely. That's what he's capable of.
Does the trainer have a right to tell the guy that?
Yeah, he's the trainer.
Tell something you've never...
Yeah, go to survive. And at the end of the night to say, I went the distance. Yes, it's going to live with you a lot longer than anything in this ring tonight.
And wait, who's the writer here? You're talking about the literary
law.
Nice.
Sorry, I can't talk to you right now, Mark. I got to do this. Right there, you see the jabs in the right hands from Beterbiev. And again, one man who's carrying the rounds. There's the ocean, Beterbiev, and then there's the log. And that would be, and I don't know about you, Mark, but most of the time when I've been down the shore, the ocean wins that fight. But, I mean, I feel like I'm being redundant because I thought he asked me the question a couple rounds ago. But Beterbiev, the reason why I'm not right at you, I'm talking about that, it's just his temperament.
Beterbiev blocking those shots that are coming in from Kolling.
From doing a little bit more. You got X amount of minutes, and if that's not strong enough and moving enough, then it's never going to happen.
What I'm suggesting is maybe Kolling can look himself in the mirror. On the other hand, for Beterbiev, it's worth something in terms of the economics.
No, I disagree with you. Get the title tonight,
Kolling,
and then go make money.
All right, Kolling come back with a hook there, and the straight right hand by Beterbiev. Artur.
He's one of the better guys.
Now, wait, now you're putting things in his mouth. Now that's not fair. And you're the guy with the more powerful.
No matter how he might try to deny it.
Beterbiev moves in on the ropes, lands a short hook.
Since Beterbiev came to leaving boxing when he was 16 in the national team, Beterbiev won a gold medal, and 5 days later his father passed in a traffic accident.
How did he get back going? And he said to you, Mark,
The promise I made. And he was referring to that time in his life.
This is the first fight in the career of Kolling in the United States. Most of them have been in Germany. I don't know that he's done
backpedaling, trying to stay out of danger. Beterbiev now might have the opportunity to put the...
Not like that. See, there it is again. The music stopping and then starting.
Body shot, backs him up. Seems to have Kolling wilting just a bit here at the end of round 10.
If you notice, those shots are still the looping right hand, whether it's up top or down below.
At 175, I'm like a teenager.
And that's the little bit of action there at the end of the round. And again, Mark touched on it, the right hand, the looping right hand. Beterbiev choosing that, trying to get around the glove. When a guy's in that peekaboo, try to get behind the ear.
Somebody texted you, said, what is this? These are words on my phone. Said, it's new, Teddy, it's all right. By the way, congratulations.
Me and Elaine are very, very blessed, and so is Elaine's husband, Jeff.
Right hand.
Mother Susan. We have a beautiful young boy.
Beterbiev now moving in, Lando.
Boy, you guys are goofing on Kolling. He's got a future.
We're not goofing on him. It seems like the last mile to the death chair, and then go up those steps and get in that ring. It should be taken. Somebody's got to point it out. You're not gonna. Someone has to point it out.
I don't take it.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle, I think it is what it is.
Is Beterbiev doing all he can do?
Capable of that. This is what he does.
Beterbiev or Kolling?
Kolling.
We're going to keep it right here to continue this. Come away dry saying, wait, this is the knockout artist. Where is it? Now there's where he split the guard and drove Kolling.
Again, a body punch and then trying to do a little Tyson stuff on the body punch and then the uppercut. Not as effective, obviously. Tyson got the results more often than not. And again, if he's going to knock him out.
As we go to the final and 12th round.
By the way, this is where Kolling thought he would fare best in going 12 rounds. Obviously, that is proven otherwise. The world watching.
I hear you. I hear you. Somewhere between the two of you authors, I think the truth lies. Esteemed authors. Now he goes. Beterbiev just bouncing shots lightly off the head of Kolling. When I say lightly, he has an immense belt.
And then after that, in the next act, you could be a star.
Kolling is hurt now as Beterbiev has definitely started putting more on those shots. More shots are coming out. Kolling is hurt. His legs are betraying him. That's a hard fight.
But that's why I said when Mark had asked me rounds and rounds earlier.
Kolling takes a knee as he goes down, as he has been beaten down by Beterbiev. There's no question Beterbiev in this round has upped the...
This is what he does.
Beterbiev moves in with a right hand.
And I said, no, too much to be taken out of him. And you're seeing that.
To stand in the ring and listen to a decision as a professional. And down goes Kolling, and that's it. He will still not have to listen to the cards. A knockout win and the light heavyweight championship to Artur Beterbiev. Teddy, let's go through it.
Yeah, let's look at the first knockdown here, Brian. Right hand to the body. We were saying earlier with that peekaboo, the body's open. There's the uppercut, split the guard. And a little delay, but that split the guard. That really got things going downward in there. The looping punch.
I do get the sense that
Tried to fulfill the promise to his father. Lost his father.
Funny, it took 12.